This week on Pole House Bike Pop Weekend Getaways, we're on our front porch. We're explaining how we've had several costly mishaps this week. What's on the menu?
What we're doing it was, you said it was an applesauce, an oatmeal applesauce, Dutch oven bread. Or is it?
No, it actually started out as a bread machine recipe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So stick around.
This week on Pole House Bike Pop Weekend Getaways, we're working on the front porch to do a bread recipe.
Yes, there's lots of neat recipes out there for bread machines. But I don't know about you all, I have a hard time making a bread machine recipe work right. My breads always wind up with a divot in it and it never turns out right. So we're using a recipe from a bread machine book and cooking it in the Dutch oven. Now, if this airs this weekend, then we've had several mishaps this week. First of all, my big computer wouldn't accept Windows 11, so it had to go to the doctor.
The one you do most of your editing on.
Yeah, I do most of my editing on. And then I went to wash dishes in the dishwasher, and it died.
So
and then, what was it, yesterday or the day? It was yesterday, wasn't it? We went to go watch, we do streaming watching, so we can watch YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And our dang satellite went, or not satellite, our socket went out. Our internet went out. So we have no Wi-Fi. It's going to be fixed tomorrow. Hopefully. We hope. If it's fixed tomorrow, then I think I can bust a move. It's Wednesday.
Get it edited.
We're leaving Friday morning. So that leaves me, no, today's Tuesday. I get 2 days to work on it. So, we're hoping this video comes out. And we're going to get things around. I have already mixed up the bread. And it's a oatmeal applesauce bread for a bread machine. Now, when we went through it, I neglected, when you're doing it by yourself, it's really hard to keep things going.
Sometimes.
And if you hear a chain, that's Ira. She's underneath the Dutch oven table. Anyhow, I was trying to videotape how I mix this up, and the first empty bowl you see is the poofing of the milk, warm milk, sugar, and yeast. This is the yeast bread. So, and then I added applesauce and butter. Like I said, I didn't get the camera turned on, so I'm showing you empty bowls. So, anyways, we're going to go get the bread, punch it down, and all we have to do is punch it down and form it, and we put it in the Dutch oven and let it raise one more time. So we're going to show you all that. We're going to get around to doing it, so we'll be right back at you. Anyways, I guess we should say that Wade just got home. I mean, he just barely pulled in the driveway. So, if you look at this, it's raised for maybe 45 minutes. It says most recipes, bread recipes, tell you to do it while it's double. And as you could see, it was double. So I'm going to spray here. This is a 10-inch Dutch oven. And I'm going to punch down my bread. See how it looks? And see, it's not sticking to my hands anymore. A lot of times once it starts raising, it won't be as apt to stick.
It kind of comes together, doesn't it?
Yes,
kinda,
it does.
Gluten's
That
kind of
gluten
working.
works and-
Yeah.
And I'm just going to set it in here. Where'd the lid go?
It's over behind you on the floor.
And I'm going to set this lid on there. And we're going to wait about a half hour. And we're going to cook it. So I don't think I noticed anything in my experience where this bread, the bread machine recipe, wouldn't work as a Dutch oven recipe. But the experiment continues. Well, honey, I wish we had smell-o-vision, because this sure smells good. And look at that.
Ooh, it's rising nice.
It is rising nice. So now we're going to start to bake and pray that this don't happen like normally does with the bread machine.
Yeah, let me go get my gloves.
So he's going to start doing this. And I'm going to go over here and videotape him putting these briquettes on here. See? Look. They're ready.
So we're doing about 350, 375. A lot of your bread you can cook a little hotter. So
And it'll only have to cook for half an hour.
yeah, so with being a 10-inch deep, we usually would add 2 extra on top compared to a 10-inch shallow, because you got that extra space in there you need to heat up. So we're going to do, to get about 375, we're going to do about a 28 pieces of charcoal. So,
And if you haven't noticed, there's Iris. She's supervising.
so we don't quite do as many on the bottom as 1/3 when you're doing the extra space, because that's a little bit more than you would really need. So we're only going to do about 8 on the bottom. So if you're doing, yeah, so if you have that extra head space on top, because it's a taller Dutch oven, and you add extra charcoal, that extra usually always goes on top, not on the bottom, because you still have that same surface here on the bottom. So
Well, and with that
Something-
being a deep tin, you need a little more extra on top so it all gets
Yeah,
heated up in
yeah.
there.
I may not have mentioned that before, but I've talked about doing extra charcoal because of the head space, the deeper Dutch oven, but I don't think I've ever mentioned about doing where to put no extra on the bottom, just all on top. So that's on there, distributed evenly on top in a checkerboard style, bottom outside the ring only. And with it being about 30-minute cook time, we're probably going to rotate, especially with it being a bread, we're not a nice even brown. Every 10 minutes we're going to rotate. So see you in a few minutes. Okay, it's been 30 minutes total cook time, and it smells,
This is the result of the experiment.
so we'll see if it's ready.
Oh, oh, oh.
I
Look at
think
that.
it shows
It looks ready. Look at that.
enough done.
Yes.
So, like any yeast bread or any kind of bread, it needs to rest a little bit before you can cut into
Yeah,
it.
or
So
it gets crumbly.
we're going to take
So-
it out of here so we don't keep browning on the bottom, then it'll
Yes.
start sweating on
But
the bottom
it's
too.
done perfectly.
Looks beautiful.
It does
So-
look beautiful. Too
Smells-
bad you guys
No
don't want to
kidding.
smell it. Oh,
All right, so we'll be back here in just a little bit.
to test it.
Well, as you can see, we're running out of light,
Yes.
so
We're going to do this
I'm
quick.
just going to slice off a piece and
No, first I'm going to
look
show.
at the bottom. If you can see it or not on the, turn it around there. Or we may not be able to see it because it got nice, beautiful brown.
I'm showing it to the main camera. Move the GoPro.
Yeah.
And you
Perfectly
can zoom
brown
in
on the
that.
bottom.
Perfectly brown on the bottom and on the top. It's gorgeous. And it's, you smell a little apple in there. Yeah, it does. So, It's a light bread. It didn't raise as much as we thought it would, but it still doesn't look bad.
That's good.
Oh yeah. It's not real overly cinnamony, or you don't taste the apple at all, but it's good.
A little bit of spice in there.
This experiment was a success. You can use your bread machine recipes in a cast iron Dutch
And I
oven.
think I've seen people do, well, I think there's a few recipes where you can make, like, I know a friend of ours who makes cinnamon rolls, and he'll mix them up and let them do their thing, but then just dumps them out and finishes them and rolls them and bakes them, but he kind of lets it do the kneading and stuff for him. So
We had a bread machine, but I could never make it work because I always like my bread made from scratch without it. So, anyways,
I was just saying hi.
yep, because the dog next door is barking.
Yep.
That about does it for this weekend getaway. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, which is a like. Share us on Facebook or Instagram. What kind of breads have you made in your cast iron Dutch oven? Out camping or in the house?
Yeah, give us a
recipe.
Give us another recipe. We'll keep on trying some new stuff because we're always looking for recipes. So.
Oh yeah, always looking for recipes.
So, all right. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yep.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.